Alright guys, so we're going to be going through a bunch of new information in Fortnite, talking about some new stuff coming to the game very soon. A lot of this stuff is actually going to be about big changes to the game regarding what we're going to be seeing within Season 8. That means the new location that was actually leaked or maybe teased, who knows, by Fortnite themselves. You know, this is not from the code or anything, this is actually from Fortnite, so that's pretty crazy that they did that. And also some other stuff regarding what we're going to be seeing to the map for Season 8 regarding different possible biomes. I want to talk about the audio that was, found in a game that's not leaked as well, just someone playing, and they pretty much heard this weird audio glitch that sounds and resembles more like a volcano or magma flowing instead of an earthquake. So really spicing things up here as to what's going to happen. I personally still think this is a natural disaster event, so there's obviously themes of water, themes of hurricanes, earthquakes obviously, but in the code you had fire tornadoes, if you remember, and now volcanoes. Like, there's just so much stuff going on. That's why I'm thinking it's a natural disaster type event. So let's just start off here with the block. This is this week's new block. It's obviously pretty cool, but I'm really showing you guys this just to talk about and move into the Wailing Woods discussion as to how that whole area is sort of losing its color, losing its life, and there's something happening within this game, whether or not it's storyline related or it's going to lead towards some sort of obvious natural disaster. I mean, I would say it's definitely some sort of volcano, magma based situation, at least in this area. And then obviously the cracks are the earthquakes, and then what we're going to be talking about in a second would be the water situation, or the tsunami, or the eventual melting of the snow biome, which would be the Sharky Shrubs thing, and we'll talk about that in a second. But pretty much trying to pinpoint these different natural disasters to different things we're seeing in the game right now. And up here looks like something weird is going on with that. There really is no other explanation as to why this area of the map is losing its color. They're not just doing a reskin of Wailing Woods. I think it's pretty obvious that we're going to see the end of Wailing Woods very soon. One of the few locations that has not been changed, and it's also not really populated. Like, the places that they have changed, most notably Moisty Mire, they completely got rid of. That whole area is completely revamped. I think with Wailing Woods, it's going to be a similar situation. They're not just gonna, take the green and the liveliness out of Wailing Woods just for the sake of a reskin and then for the sake of a new look. There's going to be some sort of implication as to why that's happening. It's obviously going to be some sort of, I don't think they're going to go full-blown just volcano, but as of now, that's definitely very possible. But it's sort of hard to think that they're going to completely get rid of this whole area and then put a volcano right there. That would be the best spot for it, and it would make sense because of why that area is losing all of its life and pretty much burning up in a sense. But we don't have evidence for that in the code, so that's really just a theory. The evidence in the code right now points in all different directions, so we'll see what actually happens there. But let me know in the comment section below, do you think Wailing Woods or surrounding areas will turn into some sort of volcano, or at least if it's not a volcano mountain per se, just like a magma infested area where there's lava coming up from the ground and sort of lava lakes and spouts, almost like a Minecraft type thing, but just with lava around. So let me know what you guys think about that. Now let's move on here to the Sharky Shrubs situation here. So Fortnite and their Spray Ground Collection collab just leaked the name of the new point of interest, Sharky Shrubs, and it's obviously, here it's a backpack, and this is the only look we can get at the theme. The actual location itself, it's not like there's a huge picture of the location on the backpack, but we do get some sort of vibe as to what this location is going to be. Sharky Shrubs does definitely seem like a mixture between a foresty sort of normal Fortnite town and then also a water town. I think what would happen here is that it is a normal town that was flooded due to either some sort of natural disaster or obviously just the snowy biome or parts of the snowy biome just melting. We do know that area is going to melt, and we have seen before in the Season 7 Battle Pass, there are so many hints towards the map melting and towards different water themes. So Sharky Shrubs does make sense for a new area, but obviously the shrubs part really throws me off a little bit. It's not a purely aquatic sounding name. The Sharky part does, and the shrubs not really. So that, you know, leads us to believe that it's going to be a, you know, normal town, or just a new look of a town within Fortnite, but it's overrun with water pretty much everywhere. And how exactly they're going to do that, we're not so sure. Maybe it's going to be because of the earthquakes opening up and letting water into certain parts of the map, and that'll create a new location. You know, how that happens, we'll just have to see at the end of season 7, but as of now, pretty cool location there. So last thing here is going to be something that someone found while playing the game, some sort of audio glitch. Obviously, I don't know if this was actually supposed to happen, but obviously you guys know we've been hearing the earthquake noises. You guys pretty much know what the earthquakes sound like. The noises haven't really changed that much. It's sort of like a similar, you know, sort of lightly toned earthquake rumble, and then the crack forms, and that's really it. But this thing here, really weird. It's definitely something that we haven't really seen before within the normal game. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Up on screen, Sheena pretty much responds to this with the, you know, the very interesting, like, oh, this is very interesting emoji. And yeah, here you go.
Hey bro, get a grip.
I don't even know where I'm being shot from yet. I literally got here.
What is going on
Yeah,
here?
wait. Loco shooter.
What?
Dick.
No. What is this? Do you hear this?
So obviously that guy who had this, you know, audio glitch happen to him pretty much said, is there supposed to be a volcano coming? And he's like, oh, I don't keep up with the leaks, and he doesn't really know, but he said to him, it literally sounded like some lava flowing. That's sort of what it sounded like to me too. I mean, it could very well be an earthquake. You know, a lot of the codes of the audio files within the game, they have similar sounding noises where some, if you could picture a volcano or if you can picture an earthquake, the same sounds could go for both. It's a little weird. So, I don't know, at least with this here, it sounds like just magma flowing below the map. You know, from the earthquake sounds we've seen so far, none of them have sounded like that. Very well could be an earthquake. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this below. I do think something with volcanoes is going to play some sort of role within this game, at least moving into season 8. We're not so sure, and this is something that leads us there, but not exactly, you know, 100% confirmation yet. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.